Hello friends, welcome to IT Job Pulse. Today is 16th video of PMP training program and today we are starting with a new topic that is quality in PMBOK explained. What is PMBOK? PMBOK is nothing but project management body of knowledge. So let's deep dive into it with the question, what is quality in PMBOK? Let's try to find the answer. In the PMBOK guide, quality is part of the delivery performance domain, which means you are not just building a product or service, you are building something that meets or exceeds stakeholder expectations without crashing or catching fire, hopefully. Okay, so don't worry, I'm not just gonna read the written content here. When we talk about building any product or service, we need to make sure that we set some quality standards for the same. Imagine you buy a new smartphone that gets delivered to you. So there are some set of parameters which are checked by the mobile manufacturers, like if the call is happening properly, if the network setting is done appropriately, and there are other things like camera and all the things, hardware or software. So all the quality standards they check, and then the product is delivered to you. So whenever you are building something, like it can be product or service, we need to make sure that we meet or exceed stakeholder expectations. When I say about exceeding the expectations, it is challenging, it is tough, and even meeting the expectation, it is same. And there is one more level, that is delight. So delight is something the stakeholders are very much delighted. All in all, I will say, first, please try to focus on meeting the stakeholder expectations and thereon. Okay. So, and definitely, this is a true lie without crashing or catching fire, hopefully. Definitely, it is not a straight line. You will have some conflicts. There will be some disagreements. You will go through some pressure. You will have a lot of challenges. You will have problems to be solved. There will be a lot of risks as well. Okay. So let's understand again with a simple example. When you are managing an IT project, like developing a mobile app or a software platform, quality is about making sure. Now, quality is about making sure that the app does what it's supposed to. For example, if you have developed e-commerce mobile application, then it should let you add products to your cart. Even before that, it should let you search the products and all things which we do on the mobile application like Amazon, Flipkart, Mintra. Okay. And it runs smoothly. If it is not running smoothly, you will not be able to place order. You might be able to place the order, but the experience can be painful. And that is what the third point is about. The user doesn't rage quite and leave a 1-star review. Okay. So for whom we are developing the product or to whom we are delivering the services, it is the end user. So this is something very simple. And by the way, it has a lot of modules. It is high level overview. Currently, we are discussing in this video. Three components of quality management. First, quality planning. What does good look like? Imagine you wear new clothes. Immediately, your friend says that you're looking very nice. Okay, you're looking good. That means the quality of the clothes is very good, right? Now we need to plan. In this step, you figure out what quality standards you are aiming for, then how you will measure it. Once you set up quality standards, we need to measure it and how we need to measure it. What and how, and then again what, done actually means. Okay, so you can ignore the spoiler that it is not code compiles, ship it. Okay, so we are just doing a general discussion. I'm not getting into the depth of it, like definition of ready, definition of done, acceptance criteria, and you like there are other things as well, testing, all of those. Okay, but this is something first you should understand what is quality, then we'll get into the uh, other terms. Okay, let's take a simple example, IT example again. Let's say you are building a ride booking app. Quality planning includes defining app must load in less than 2 seconds. If you ask me, for me, app must load in less than zero point 0.5 seconds. Okay. Booking success rate should be 99.99%. It's actually good. And it's like ride booking app. You might have booked any kind of cab or any other thing, like any booking app. It can be a booking of movie tickets or anything. Okay. No feature should crash after user logs in, especially not when they are late for work. We need to make sure that the feature is not crashing, because if the feature crashes, the user won't be able to book the ride. The step also involves identifying applicable standards, like I think you are aware about it, ISO. If you see the products, there are like mostly you'll find this ISO standard written, International Organization for Standardization, IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, CMMI, Capability Maturity Model Integration. Okay, so what is applicable in IT projects, we will explore in coming videos. Quality planning means setting clear, measurable, realistic quality goals, not just make it awesome. Now, let's say you are a fresher and you want to have a 100 CR salary per annum, okay, in your first job. Do you think it's possible? No, it's not possible. It is impossible. It is not realistic. Yeah, you can build your own company of 100 CR. That is possible. But like in a day, not possible, right? So clear, measurable, realistic quality goals. Like if you are being a fresher, if you set a target of getting 3 LPA, and now some of the freshers will say, come on, man, I have spent 15 years, 18 years of my life, and you are asking me to start with 3 LPA. Yeah, so this is the most easiest achievable goal. So, like setting clear, measurable, realistic quality goals, not just make it awesome. You can make it 5 LPA, 10 LPA, still makes sense. Okay. But it should be realistic. Quality assurance. Now we have done the planning. We need to assure, like, let's prevent the problems. Okay. This is all about process oriented checks. It ensures you are doing the right things the right way. Okay. It's basically making sure that you complete your homework. Okay. And it is correct and it is done in a right way. Methods include process audits. Now there is some process which is happening in the organization. So that audits needs to be done. Team training. Consistently, team should get training, and whatever updates and coming to the product or service, that should be given to the team. Setting coding guidelines. Now, if we talk about IT projects, software projects, we have to set some coding guidelines. Okay. Now, after that, automating tests before bugs multiply like rabbits. So, um, testing is done to make sure that we have no bugs when it goes to production environment. Now, what is production environment? That is nothing but it is live, application is live. Okay. So in the testing phase, we need to make sure that we check and we test it properly so that we identify the bugs early. Let's again go with the IT example. Let's say you introduce code reviews, unit testing, and CI/CD pipelines in your app project. What is CI/CD? Can anyone comment in the comment box? So this is nothing but that's quality assurance. Okay. Meanwhile, I think you must have written what is CI/CD. So continuous integration, continuous deployment is the full form of CI/CD. Tip: think of it like wearing a helmet before riding a scooter. It doesn't guarantee you won't fall, but you will survive the sprint review. Yes. Now, if you are new to the IT world, then you might not be aware what is sprint. Sprint is nothing but a cycle where we set some tasks to be completed that is related to development, bugs, issues. Okay. So whatever is required to build a or develop a product that is taken care in sprint. Okay. And that is what we call, there's a ceremony that is sprint review. So let me just tell you, it is like a sprint planning, sprint review, a sprint retrospective, and sprint backlog is also there, and product backlog is also there. So again, I'm not getting into the depth of it now. Three, quality control. Let's check what we made before it reaches the user. Now we must control it. Okay. And we need to check. We need to make sure that we check it before it goes to the user. This is part of product focused, involving testing the deliverables. Whatever deliverables we have committed, we need to test it, comparing it with requirements. Then you need to compare that with requirements. Finding and fixing bugs. Yes, it's hunting. Okay. IT example. Okay. You run functional testing, regression testing, and usability testing on your app. So don't worry, don't get confused. Okay. About different types of testing. You will learn with time. If the book write button leads to the logout screen, you fix it before the client sees it. This is really nice. Okay. Unless you enjoy drama. So we need to make sure that we are catching the bugs, okay, and issues even before the stakeholder is there to see it. So I can tell you from my experience, like uh, I think right before 10 years back, I started building, a business or my entrepreneurship journey. I started and I wanted to build some edtech mobile application. And at that time, I had a problem of budget. Like I had every time I had almost around 5,000, 10,000, or maximum I can extend to 25, 30,000. So I tried 26 times. 26 times I failed. And yeah, so I observed one thing, that whenever the application is delivered to me, it had a lot of bugs, lot of issues. I always questioned, I always asked, I got annoyed. Why these guys are not checking before giving the product to me? So that answer I did not get it there. But after then I got into IT. I completed a decade now. Okay. So I understand. And in big companies, it is not the case. Yes, still when it goes live, there can be bugs. But in my case, it was like all the bugs, all the issues. Okay. But before I go to the next point, it was my budget issue as well, right? I had a very low budget. So what they say, you get what you pay for. Okay. Cost of quality, because bugs ain't free. That's what I'm saying. I failed 26 times, and every time I spent 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. Okay. PMBOK teaches us a concept called cost of quality, which is like saying pay a little low now to do it right, or pay a lot later to fix the disaster. You can relate to my experience of the developing application 26 times. There are four types of quality related costs. First one is prevention cost. Spend now to avoid mistakes. I will use this word as invest. Okay, spend is the wrong word. Invest now to avoid mistakes. Example, training devs, improving coding standards, automating builds. Think vitamin C for your code base. Okay, so these are basic things which you can do, and more or less, they say that precaution is always better than cure. Okay, so you take as much as precaution. The second is appraisal cost. Again, instead of spend, I will say invest to evaluate performance. Okay, now we need to have some budget to evaluate performance. Example, test environments, code reviews, QA tools. Okay. Think regular checkups to catch bugs early. Again, appraisal costs. Okay. Now, internal failure costs. Costs of fixing stuff before it reaches the customer, right? I mentioned I my application had all the bugs and all issues. Example, app crashes in QA, developer cries, bug gets fixed. Okay, so it's like private embarrassment. Okay, so internally we are able to fix the things. External failure costs of fixing stuff after customer find it. Okay, example, angry tweets, app installations, refund risk request, escalations, something which is given to the customer or to the client. Then it is something called as public shame plus your weekend plans destroyed. Why measurement matter even if you hate math? Yes, I hated math, but now I don't hate math. I think uh, my age is now 35. Okay. So till the age of 30, I hated maths, but I understand the magic of mathematics. It's all about numbers, calculations. So I love mathematics. I can say it because I understood the benefit of the mathematics. Though I am not a champ, or though I am not an expert in difficult equations, okay, like derivatives and all those things, difficult mathematics, I still don't like it, okay. But the basic mathematics of financial calculations and all those, I love it. Okay. Quality planning must result in quantitative number-based standards, not vague ideas like make it super cool. Quantitative means what? It should be number-based. Okay. Something which we can count. You must ask what will we measure? Okay. The question. Oh, this is powerful question. What we will measure? How will we measure it? What, how, again, same. What number is good enough? Okay, at what number we will say that it's good? Who decides what's acceptable? Generally, the business stakeholders will decide like what is acceptable. Okay, and that's a mutual agreement. Okay, that is documented. Again, let's go with IT example, that is metric. App crash rate less than 0.1%, not a metric. App shouldn't make people cry. So this you can see with clear numbers, we can measure it. Now, truth bomb. Most project managers think quality planning is done until someone asks, wait, what's the expected page load time again? So this is a common observation. Okay. Generally, I have noticed it that achieving quality within budget, it is challenging for everyone. Okay. And in quality, I always say one thing: you must go extra mile. Extra mile means what? Whatever basic responsibilities are given, you think out of the box, you go extra mile, you do extra work. I don't know, most of you will not like it, but yeah, when you go extra mile, then only you can achieve a good quality. Wrap up. Quality is not a cherry on top, it's the whole cake. Definitely, if there is no quality, there is no product or no service. In PMBOK terms, quality is a journey, not a patch update, right? It's ongoing, like it's never ending. We must maintain the quality. Here's the cheat sheet. Quality planning, decide what good looks like. Okay, this is a cheat sheet, right? Planning is nothing but decide what good looks like. Assurance, quality assurance is nothing but make sure you build it right. Okay. Quality control is nothing but test to make sure it's right. Okay. And don't forget, quality has a cost, but poor quality costs way more, especially in midnight emails and broken client trust. Yeah. So this is a cheat sheet. This is like I can't tell you how great this cheat sheet is. Is this page is like a game changer to understand quality. Final joke because you earned it. So what's the difference between a bug and a feature? Please listen to me carefully. Whether your client finds it or your developer explains it first. So if your client finds it, then it's a bug. And if your developer explains it, then it becomes feature because developer has caught the bug and he has worked upon it and then he is explaining to the client or the stakeholder. So on that note, we are coming to the end of the video, but as I mentioned, this is just an overview of quality. So we are exploring in depth in coming videos. So stay tuned. Till then, take care. Catch you soon. Bye bye.